Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Gotta remember to mute my speaker, my stream when I'm on. Where are you at? And what are you doing? You know that's a hover, not a flying ship, right?
Yeah. I was just reminding myself how to fly with the phone.
Ah.
I was expecting to be able to nose up and kind of bounce over a hill. No, I decided it wasn't what I was supposed to.
Yeah. W and S slow you down and speed you up.
Go ahead and see what that torque setting did. So I don't know enough about flying hovers to actually do what's up. It might be in my imagination, but it feels like it's a little more maneuverable, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, so we're working on the racetrack at the castle tonight. Also working on fine-tuning a hover racer. We gotta go ahead and dig this out before we start trying to race this thing. This has got to be one lower. And this actually needs to be 2 lower. This area needs, right here, needs to go down 1, and then that area up there in the tunnel needs to go down 2. Yeah. Oh man, today has been fun dealing with the whole loan thing and yeah. Just trying to smooth the walls, and we got Chigbungus who's saying he's going to come help out tonight. And he has like top end terraforming skills. I'm probably going to go into a lot of cores to make this track because I want to put like, you know, sections of like actual track in here and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, I need to go a little bit lower than that. Hold on.
This is one level at a time.
That's not a full level. 1 second.
Alright.
Right here. See?
I suck at terraforming.
Hey 9K, what is up? It goes good. Working on the racetrack by the castle. Got a lot of work to do on that. Working on also building and fine-tuning a race hover. Yeah, the racetrack around the castle is actually going to go through about 7 tiles by the time I get done with it. It's going to be more of a Grand Prix style than a circuit.
You've got a lot bigger terraform.
I do?
Yeah, that's wide as mine gets.
Oh, okay. Ah! You see what he said in stream? I'm a Simeon mining a triple mega hex coal, hex, coal, and chromite. Over 7 mil coal and 3 mil chromite. So once we get done with the hover racer tonight, I'll be giving away some blueprints of that. The hover racer is actually being designed to work on this track. Low profile, fast, agile, and mean. The only problem is, it's been a long time since I've flown a hover, so I need somebody that's actually good flying a hover to come out here and test this thing for me. Okay, Linear. You there? I think I lost the Linear. There, it's just standard default. Hey, Linear, you there? Nose itch. Don't be screwing up my dividers on here.
That was weird.
What?
Oh, Discord disconnected.
Oh, it wasn't just you.
Was I the only one that didn't get disconnected?
No, I just lost audio.
Oh. And now it's not sounding horrible.
Yeah, it disconnected and it said can't find endpoint or something like that. Can't find endpoint or something like that.
See, it didn't disconnect me. It just flat out got quiet and I couldn't hear anything.
Ah. Well, I was saying make sure you don't dig into my little divider thing I got going there. I was saying make sure you don't dig into my little divider thing I got. Why am I hearing myself?
What's with this tunnel right here, dude?
Why am I hearing myself? Oh, I'm hearing myself through your headset. Oh, okay, you're... I gotta close it in. Oh, through your headset. Oh, okay, you're... I gotta close it in. Yeah, I'm hearing myself echoing through your mic, dude. Through your speakers. Or, yeah, mic.
Alright, let's try that.
There we go. Is that any better? Okay, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people looking forward to that second solar system coming out, dude.
I'm actually going to be kind of disappointed if there isn't like a 2x gravity. I'm hoping that they have like a planet or something like that that's just going to be like a lot of gravity.
Yeah. Remember when they first added those into a, huh?
Where you pretty much have to design a ship to go there. Dude, I don't really know how much use I have. We've got like almost double the width, right?
Okay. You want to start smoothing? Yeah, when I was digging out the castle, when they first did the skill point reset, I'm like, screw it and max out a lot of those skills. It's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to sit there with a little B circle praying to God it works. This is actually how I mine, if you believe. I'm actually going to do one section with a pit and put glass, like regular glass, over the pit so you can't see the glass. This is all of a sudden there's a drop off, but you keep going straight, you know?
That was so weird.
What?
Oh, it said awaiting endpoint again. Maybe Microsoft is taking over.
I hope the hell not. I get the feeling if Microsoft takes over Discord, there's going to be a mass exodus.
One thing I have to say about Microsoft is Skype protocol is actually
At least it ain't Google.
True. Or Amazon.
Everybody wants Elon Musk to buy it, though.
Hey, you guys, what's up? Decker, Resource. Decker, there's a whole lot of crap in the news right now about Microsoft trying to purchase Discord. And they're throwing out some pretty big numbers. We're not far from your Resource. If you logged in, all you got to do is lock onto me and you can come straight over to where we're at. I'm trying to set that up real quick. Okay, so this tower is Alpha.
some point tonight I should open it up. Nice and showroom and actually start assembling sensors and stuff.
You're on Philly? Oh, but your ship was there.
Dude, you know what would be kind of badass? If we have a part of the force that's called the dragon teeth that looks like the mouth of the dragon with like the teeth sticking out and stuff.
We could take some time, but we could. I wonder how many people would wreck on the teeth.
A worthy sacrifice for the dragon.
A worthy sacrifice. You're not worthy. You're not worthy.
Oh, hey, Chick Bucks, when do you come to channel? Or Chick Bungus? Bungus?
Oh, there you go.
Just Jig.
Just
Yeah,
Chick,
a couple minutes ago. I'm about 35k out from you.
gotcha.
Be there in a minute.
Linear is helping with smoothing.
Here's something useless with everything else. I feel like that kid that you kind of, the special kid that gives the simple task to kid because he can't do anything else. Here, dude, go in the corner and use the scissors to cut out the paper. Go over there and sharpen pencils, kid.
How the hell am I picking up tundra? There should be snow.
Are people still buying snow in the markets?
I don't know, one time we made a few million.
Well, considering I'm getting tundra instead of snow.
I saw a guy at District 6 one time that had a dispenser that said cocaine. When you bought it, it gave you snow.
That's flat. Hole's gone.
Alright, I'm sitting down at your base. Where's the entrance?
Do I have you as a contact?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna add you as a contact. Which, Chick Bungus?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That way you can just lock onto me. I'm gonna go out to the entrance. It's one tile over from my castle. There's a platform area out here. I can actually see the anti-grav platform above the castle. Ah, cool.
Yep, I see you.
Resources. Oh, you just showed up. I'm over you. Jig, 1.1 kilometers away. And then you disappeared again. So the path that we're doing right now needs to be, the main area that I'm on right now is already 3 tall. I'm going one more, so it'll be 4 tall. Hello.
Hey.
Okay, I need to add you to the thing for this tile, and then I need to go add the thing to this tile, so you can dig.
Thing and the thing and the thing.
Okay, add it to the
Wow.
policy.
This is massive.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. And they're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can pretty much guarantee I'm probably not gonna run it. Not get along.
I just got the TCU for this plot is right up here above us, so I just got to run up to it real quick. Okay.
I just sat in his hovercraft, went to the end of the runway, and came back, and already got the repair
Oh crap! You might have to come over here to the TCU and refresh your rights on it.
Okay.
I can't
Advance
count the
set
number of
territory
times-
rights.
I can't count the number of times Sark was gone. How did you destroy that? What did you do to the hovercraft? Can you-
Yep. Can you hear me? Okay. Do you see where I am? Up top?
Yep.
Okay. Keep
Right
watch.
above you.
Huh?
I'm here.
Oh. Oh, you're flying up. Okay. Yeah, refresh your rights on it and make sure you can dig right here, pick up a resource or something. Should be good. Yeah, I've got this whole area around the castle. Be able to mine or dig? Chig? Did Discord screw up again? Discord's screwing up again. Hello? Okay, guys and gals, we might have to switch over to a different Discord real quick. Hold on one second. Linear, Swift, Chig, let's jump over to the IC Discord. I'm just going to pick a channel and jump in it, okay? Awaiting endpoint. Okay, apparently my Discord is working fine, so let's try that. Hold on one second. I'm going to put a link for my Discord into the stream. You can join that. Linear, you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll drop the link.
I'm already in the middle of it.
It's probably whatever region they're on.
Yep. Okay, so in stream, click that link. There you go. Hop in voice with me. Okay, you should have roles now, Chig. We're down in streaming 1. It's the next group after the main public area. Just scroll down, you'll see streaming. We're in streaming 1. There we go. Are you force muted by server, or are you just muted?
This channel has terms for push to talk or something.
No. Huh? Hold on. We've been messing with the crap.
That might have been left over from a long time ago or something.
Jake. There
Hey.
we go. There it is.
That was weird. Okay. Like I said, there's no permissions. I'm looking everywhere. There's no permissions.
It was my browser.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, for some reason, IC Discord and MG Discord are having issues tonight.
Here.
I'm actually going to make this area right here the starting point for the track, where I'm at now.
Okay. Flip back down there.
This is going down here, so it's as far as it's
Where I'm at right now is as far as it's going down. It's only going to be 4 flattening tools tall. There should be more than enough room to allow people to get through there in a small hover without having to worry about anything. So, Chig, welcome to my Discord.
Yeah, thanks. So we're flattening from here then.
Yep.
High drop.
Hey, Bjord, what's up? And who's in channel? Oh, Resource, what's up, buddy?
Hey. You got high dropped.
Hot dropped. What do you mean I got hot dropped?
Sorry
Yeah,
about
just,
earlier.
you just dropped in.
I just was getting bad information. It's just like people kept telling me to go here, go here, go here. Trying to get this full from one side.
Getting a lot of invalid cell version.
I'm moving further away from you, so you should stop having that issue. I'm just going further in.
Oh, okay.
Fjord, we're making a racetrack, buddy. And we're making a racetrack that's going to take a little while to make, but it's going to be a racetrack to end all racetracks. Working better now?
Yeah, as long as I'm not too close to anyone else.
I'm just gonna wait. I'll come on. While y'all are doing that, I'm gonna go try to get these punches sorted out.
Okie dokie. Thanks, bud.
No worries.
Is this tunnel right here at the beginning where the track's going to drop down, or how's that going to...
Hold on, I'm coming. Oh, no, that tunnel's a screw up. That was
Oh,
was
okay.
already there. I gotta fill it in.
You know, dude, that would actually be kind of cool if you had like a little small tunnel.
Now, the problem is clipping, though. Hey, you see this high wall right here, Chig, to your left?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the, that's a divider.
Oh, we don't want to take that down?
Yeah. It goes around it on the other side. So there's, there's going to be a place where you have to go around dividers.
Alright, so you said you wanted me to do 25% to it, right?
Yeah, 20. Yeah. Where you see a high wall above 1, like, higher than 1, that's where you want to leave it.
I swear it's never boring having to run doing that for you.
Why you say that?
I'm always doing this, doing that. It keeps me busy at least.
Uh-oh, I'm about to get up to where the racer is. I'll show you guys the racer console we're working on, too. I'm going to get that done tonight, and if I get that done tonight, we're going to give away some blueprints for it. She's mean, she's sleek, she's fast, she's agile, and she is very low profile. Okay. Why are you so low? There you go, I turned you up a little bit linear.
No worries.
The red glow ahead is the racer. The red glow is the racer. I designed the racer today. Okay, ladies and gents, here is the new racer. What you think, Chig?
You got a light out.
My fault.
I like it.
It got damaged, didn't get turned back on.
I broke it.
Pretty neat.
Had some fun with the front fender wells.
I see that. I might have to get some Foxomancy tips from...
Let's take her back out to the start of the track.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, this raised part in the middle here is the divider that the track goes around.
Yeah.
That hooks around. We want to leave that in place. We can carve out everything around it.
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to drive this racer through this narrow little path that's not dug out. It's like, ah! There we go. Yeah! So what you guys think about the new racer?
Looks dangerous.
Okay, I'm gonna get my butt back to work. It's time to dig. I'm just using the flattening tool. That way it doesn't leave any remnants.
Hmm.
Last thing you want on a racetrack is a flipping remnant.
Hey, that might actually be interesting.
No.
Oh, yeah, the breaker.
You want people to use the track, right?
Yep. That's the point.
Need to get Stormfield to come announce all the races. He's got that racing voice.
I'm trying to talk a friend of mine. He's actually a local DJ. He's on the local rock channel.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get him to come in and do it for me. Because he's got, like, the, like, you know, voice.
50 of these screens.
And then when we get over here to the end of this one, where it goes into the second part of the tunnel, it's going to go down one more. Because it's going to be a drop-off.
If you want to tunnel down to where you want it to
Drop
depth
off?
you want to drop off flat, and then I'll I can even smooth the ramp leading into it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I want it to actually be a cliff, because this is going to be the direction
Oh,
you're
okay.
going.
So
So
like a dead drop. Okay.
yeah, so you're going to be a dead drop right off the edge.
Okay.
And I think about actually doing it too deep, just to make sure, kind of give it that extra... Oh, crap. I had an idea for one point. I want to do just a pit, and then put a building over it with glass, so all you see is the glass. There's no glass. There's just glass there, so it looks like you're just, you know, about to die. Figured that might screw with some people, you know, have some fun. Why not?
It's too bad you can't darken tunnels.
What you mean?
Well, I mean, you know how the ambient light comes in from the environment,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
through the soil.
That was supposed to be fixed, but something got kind of messed up in the last patch and it didn't get fixed. Because it was fixed on the test server, and I have no idea why it didn't get fixed.
They did kind of have it working at the beginning of beta, sort of.
Well, also if you use OpenGL, it don't do that at all. When you're in a tunnel on OpenGL, it is black. Chips sold, so we get some money back in the wallet.
Yeah, I'm hoping they answer my ticket and I get that quantum back that went bye-bye. When they pushed the patch this morning and fixed the transactions, one of my org wallets went from 80 to 2 mil.
Hmm.
And that was the one all the blueprints were selling to. So I was not happy when I logged on. I went to go buy some stuff I was going to pick up this morning. I'm like, I know it was there last night.
You're welcome to give if you want some extra stuff to give away, you can give away like one of the Mantis blueprints too.
Okay. Oh no, too far.
Is the race course going to end where it starts?
No.
Okay.
You don't want to do
Well,
like an open.
eventually it will, but right now it's just going to be one direction, like, you know. It's going to take a lot of time to get it back to that point, because it's going to go all the way around the castle.
It don't actually have to be circular. We can do it. We can go out on the flatlands down the base of the mountain and just do a long stretch out past Shady Network building and stuff.
That's a different. I don't have access to those claims.
What, Jay? Well, I mean.
No, I can't connect to them. I don't have access to anything between them. Them and here.
I wonder who owns them. I wonder if they'd part with them.
That I do not know.
Am I the only one that the auto land isn't actually responding to button pushes sometimes?
Ah,
Whenever you hit G, it don't seem to respond all the time.
okay. I'll check that out, Fjord.
Hey Fjord, did you find your consolation prize? I felt bad whenever we had to give over skip him over for the Spectre.
Oh, yeah, because he wasn't there.
Yeah. I just wonder if he found his present. I stuck something extra in the can for him.
Unfortunately, when you're giving away stuff like that, sometimes it's, you know, a little bit difficult to hold on to. That's one of the reasons why I will a lot of times stick to more of a blueprint situation. Because I can just stick them in the can and they can come picking them up when they want to. Makes life a lot easier. And then I can guarantee they get their prize.
Kind of slipped a blueprint copy in there in his can as a consolidation prize the other day.
Ah.
Okay. So this is the drop.
Where are you at? Yeah. The tunnel's going to be that depth all the way down. So,
Okay.
So basically you'll come with your hover off.
It's gonna go in this direction.
Yeah, just if you look up you can see the path the tunnel takes. It's already up over there.
Oh, we're still going this way. Okay.
Yeah.
But at this depth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said to do that so you can see.
Right.
So
Okay.
I got a section over here I got to do too. So yeah, just follow that path and keep going one layer at a time, going from top to bottom. There's going to be a couple places where I'm going to end up having it peeking out of the mountainside, and I'm just going to put glass on it so people can't go out. Because I don't want them to think it's a shortcut, because the other part of the track is going to be curving past it, you know?
How many
Yeah.
times do you think they're gonna slam into that?
Well, that part of the glass I'm going to actually put like something where they can see it, you know?
Like a barrier or something.
Yeah.
Some arrows pointing back.
Yeah, if anybody in the stream wants to volunteer or donate any voxel designs for arrows or track pieces or any elements for the track to kind of give it some personality, please do. Just please no really exotic materials. I'm actually back here smoothing too. If anybody wants to make that giant thing from Star Wars, you know, the snow thing, and Voxelmancy, we'll throw it in here too, just to screw people. Yeah.
The Yeti thing?
Yeah. The one that tried to eat him in the cave.
Yeah. I'm slightly disappointed with myself that I don't know what that's called.
I don't either.
Well, you know.
Wampa,
sometimes it's
there you go.
called- Sometimes
The
it's
Wampa.
called Bigfoot.
There you go.
And then sometimes it's called Sasquatch. Yeti never minds.
And then sometimes it's called Roseanne. I mean,
Ooh.
it depends on what sitcom he's on. Sometimes your headlight is more of a hindrance than an aid when you're in the snow.
Snowblind.
Yeah, it's like, ooh. Come on, Resource. You know you want to come over and smooth some snow for us?
On Sully?
No, on Alio. I'm going to do this thing in IC theme with the IC logo and everything on it.
Because it's snow. I see.
Yep. Well, it's not all snow. There's going to be a lot of it that's going to be ground and tundra, but the first part of the cave is actually going to be snow.
But icy because it's icy.
Yeah. The Wampa, the Baticus, thank you, buddy. The Wampa. Okay, so we're going to be giving these away, but you will not be able to pick them up till later. I'm going to be giving away some blueprints tonight. Ooh, I need to go and dig there. Apparently, I missed a spot.
Resource and demand blueprint.
So, the blueprint we're giving away tonight, we're going to give away a few of the racer blueprints. The ship right here. It is a hover racer. It is not meant for flight.
But its therapist design needs rust, so.
Yeah, she's got a lot of brakes on her too. She's got reverse thrust. And that ever elusive Alt A and D combination that allows you to strafe left and right, she has rockets for that.
Rockets?
Or space, atmospheric engines. Those little thingamabobs on the side, yeah, she has those.
Easy for you to say.
So, she is a low profile, sexy girl of a ship.
Gonna make your wife jealous?
Maybe. Centauri, welcome, buddy.
What's up, Centauri?
Boom, hit the wall. Can I jump it? I can jump it. Ah! I just blew something up. I didn't jump too successfully.
Someone's building something right next to that.
Ah. I made the poor ship go boom. Oh yeah, that's the racer. So we're going to give away some blueprints for that tonight. It's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and do the first blueprint for it. In order to get the blueprint, however, you will have to come to me if you want it tonight. I am at the castle up north, which I'll put the coordinates in the chat. Cloudbot. Giveaways. Add giveaway custom racer, and I have not named it yet. So the purpose of giving these out tonight is I'm going to try to give out a few of them tonight. Maybe people can get on, build them, so we can, you know, get a racing league going. Please feel free to change the colors on it. I definitely want y'all to change the colors up, put your own numbers on it, whatever you want to do. There's plenty of room here. You can put screens with numbers on them. So that is up. Exclamation mark raffle in chat to get in on that. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. But yeah, we're going to give away quite a few of those tonight because I want to make sure that we, I want to get several people with those blueprints so we can have some fun and get them built. Why not, right?
Not much of a race with just one racer.
Yep.
I
Oh.
won again.
What?
No. If you have one racer, then you're just like, I won again.
Kind of like playing chess with yourself. Yeah, there's actually a large section of the track already done, like as far as laid out, this whole section. And when you get to the next tile, I'm gonna have to add you to that tile because I can't remember what org actually owns that one. So if we want to tonight, we can just work on this one. So when you get to the barrier for the next one, come back and we'll just keep cleaning this one up and getting this section done so it looks good. Sound good?
Sounds.
I don't want to do too much in one night and burn people out.
Right.
Especially if you're willing to come help me do all this digging, you know.
Shit, Bungus hates digging.
Don't lie.
I sent the Mutt a invitation to the MP server. Do I need to send him one for here?
Probably not.
Therapist, can I invite the Mutt over here?
Oh, you can invite anybody you want to, dude. Hold on, I'm putting a link in stream. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? There it is. It's a reusable link. So, send that to anybody you want to.
See if he's still on.
Yeah, anybody is welcome here, dude. Always.
He's still on.
This man says, do you want it next to the Mark II down there?
Put it over there by the switchblade.
Alright.
Discord is not fetching my friends list again.
Discord is having major issues tonight.
Yeah, I tried sending him an invite to the server a few times. He never received it.
Well, if you send him that one and that's linked in the stream, it'll it won't expire. So whenever he gets to it, he can click on it. Okay. And the beauty of being the owner of this one is, if it doesn't quite work, I can change the zone.
There you go. Is this wide enough over here? Or... Oh, too far to see.
Me, I'm back at the beginning of the area smoothing.
Right. I'm just wondering if you want the. Just let me know
Oh no, I'm coming.
when you see it.
I mean, you can go in your better judgment if you think it needs to be wider.
How many how many racers on the track at the time do you think?
Probably about 6 to 8.
Oh yeah, wider. Sure.
How was the switchboard
Other side, from the opposite side of the gallery. The blue one. Same side as a Lilith. And remember, there are plenty of tracks in the game that are designed to be easy. So this is not supposed to be super stupid simple easy, okay? If you're not good at driving a hover, you don't need to be on this track. Unless you want to have to learn the hard way.
That would include me.
Yeah. What I'm going to wait for is there's going to be some day where you're going to get a bunch of guys who are going to bring a bunch of extra small core flyers and try to run this track, and I'm going to be enjoying the show.
Sir, I am like super jealous right now.
Why?
You have a Shelby. I want a Shelby.
Oh yeah, he brought that over to me last night on stream. Where's that?
Dude, I don't think the switchblade here. You sure you don't take it?
Oh, it's here. Okay, it's opposite side. It's over there in front of the You'll see the kiosk for it. It's over there opposite of the Spectre Mark II, where look at where the Lilith is.
Okay, I see right there. I'm just gonna stick it in this corner and you can put it right over. I think this is actually where the switchblade is sitting.
In the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure you'll move it where you want. Let me look for the proper keys. Drag all this crap into the key. Yeah, there's 3 warp drives here.
I was just wondering because I kept buying them and I kept buying them and I kept putting them back in the damn container. Every time I go back to build something, they weren't there, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, there's 3 here at the IC showing.
Okay.
I remember a bunch got dragged over here whenever during the ship show because we were selling a bunch of the tokenized warp shuttles.
Yeah.
I think I sold like 10 that weekend. It was great. I wish I could sell 10 every day. That'd be fantastic.
Mm.
I put the master for that kiosk in the thing here.
Okay.
In the can with the rest of the directions.
Murderous Deuce, dude, welcome to the stream. I just saw your name there. How are you doing tonight, buddy? Doing good, working on a racetrack tonight, so I'm in a real good mood.
So are you gonna want a kiosk there that has the blueprint and the parts
At the racetrack?
for the racer? Yeah.
Yeah, at the racetrack, and then I'm also going to put it at the showroom.
Bringing us a class.
Okay, so tonight when you guys win, if you win the blueprints, you're going to have to actually come to me to pick them up. I'm at the castle up north of the districts. I will put the coordinates to where I am in the stream. That way you can find me. Does I lose you, Chig?
No, no, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, damn.
I thought you vanished on me. I'm like, oh man, I done burnt him out.
No.
He's like, screw this, I'm out of here.
I'm just thinking of all kinds of devious environmental obstacles that could leave in the way. I don't know how mean you want to be about it.
The initial part of the track here is going to be somewhat more, I won't want to say easy, but it's going to be the
Casual.
more direct. Yeah, and then what we're gonna do is eventually we're gonna have side tracks and shortcuts and things like that. But you're gonna pay for the shortcut, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To make it stand out. More obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, what we're going to do is say we're going to work on this till 11, call it quits on this, and I'm going to go back to building.
Alright.
And then we'll pick it up another night. I don't want to rush it. I want to take our time, do it right, you know. Have some fun with it, make it really clean. I'm going to put structures and lighting in here and stuff, and just really go over the top with it.
Put some lasers in here.
That would actually be kind of cool to have a wall of lasers you have to drive through. That would screw with people's heads, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm actually doing the part in the next territory right now, lowering that tunnel. The straightaway.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole point of this is I want people to go with slim, clean low profile actual racing hovers, you know, keep it as simplistic as possible. Hi. Sorry, I got distracted and ended up keep on digging that direction. Dude, I used to spend days at a time just mining ore and crap like this.
Yeah.
I am
You
linked
don't
to
mine
a
anymore?
container, so I just normally don't have the time to. You know, I'd rather be working on projects like this. If we find any ore deposits, I'm linked to a container, so.
Okay.
Although it might be kind of cool to leave it as part of the track, you know, so you see the materials.
Let's stick out of the track a little bit. That'd be cool.
Crap, hematite obstacle. There's going to be one part of the track that's going to go down really deep, and I'm going to put like demon statues and stuff down there, put red lighting, and like really, you know. Figured why not. It's like a facial, pulling back one layer at a time.
I had just barely enough material to make 20.
Nice.
I kind of ran around and shut them out wherever I saw a dispenser to.
Oh, time for the first raffle.
Hey, you know, up here where you have these little prize catch-all thing here?
Well, that's easy. Jig, you won the first one.
Oh, nice.
Sir, you know where you have the little prize pickup area?
Uh-huh.
Do you want me to do something kind of similar to the kiosk, but, you know, where it has, like, the cans and, you know, like a little sign where it looks good, kind of fits in and looks nice and stuff?
Yeah, that's fine. It needs to have 6 of them, though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Actually, I take that back. 12 would be nice.
Well, that'd be easy enough to do. Just stack them all and then use hubs for the
Right.
pickup.
Look at that. What?
Chig won the racing.
Yep.
Exclamation point rigged.
See, if I feel like winning a racer, I just have to go grab a blueprint.
Wait, where was I at? What was I doing? I was doing something. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Alright. I'll fuel my pocket ship and fly back. But there's 30 more blueprints already moved.
Okay.
And yeah, the blueprints are made, you're just gonna have to actually get the parts and assemble it and all that crap. I think we're just missing some blocks.
Okay. And we're going to start the next giveaway. This time it's for 2 million Quanta. If you're interested in the 2 million Quanta giveaway, that's !raffle in chat. I'm trying to smooth out these walls in this section down here as I'm digging.
Yeah, I'll be breaking out the smooth tool here soon. Almost got this leveled.
Nice. But yeah, I'm just going to keep testing it as we're doing it, and that way to make sure that everything is viable. If there's anybody out there that is watching the stream that is amazing with hovers, please hit me up. I could always use you as a test pilot. I keep forgetting that you were spreading out one.
The thing about snow is you don't have to do much smoothing for it to look good.
Yep. I'm thinking about doing some like up and down smooth hills on this next section in this straightaway. What do you think? Like one level
that'd be
high,
fun.
like that was smooth.
Make like a camelback.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Hug that road, hug that road.
What would make it even more interesting is if the ceiling contoured with it.
Yeah, that would be hard to do.
We can make it tall enough that it just looks like you would have to be careful navigating it or negotiating it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, if we do it in such a way that doesn't make it too difficult.
That's for 2 million quanta. Smokey, I'm working on a racetrack, Mr. Smokey. We're also currently giving away 2 million quanta. Mr. Smokey. Where's your brother at? Causing trouble somewhere? Ah, there he is. What's up, Sleazy? Nah, he just gotta learn how to spell. What's up, Sleazy? How you doing, buddy? Oh, we got a wolf pack too. I'm doing good tonight, man. I am doing good. We are working on a racetrack tonight around the castle. It's going to be a kind of a long project, but when it gets done, it's going to be an insane track that goes all over the place around the castle, and many people will crash and burn. While I sit back and laugh and enjoy the show. With vending machines for scraps.
Race entries free, scrap isn't.
Yep. Yeah, actually, I do want to actually do a proper, like, you know, circuit race, like a, you know, NASCAR kind of situation, to where everybody enters in part of the prize pool, and then first, second, third, win parts of the percentages of the prize pool, you know? That could be fun, right?
Yeah, you'd have to have different tiers to keep
Yep.
people interested, I think.
Well, this track is going to end up being a track that's adjustable. with different routes, so we can change the path of the track every night.
Okay.
Hold on, Linear. Sorry. I'm down to 2 screens right now, so I'm used to having my Discord up on one screen. Discord and Streamlabs is up on one screen. Stream is up on another screen, and then my game's up on my middle screen. Well, I don't have that right now, which kind of sucks. I need to order me a new display port cable, which, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Oh my god, my daughter has been on my wife's phone. That's a whole lot of Elmo Cookie Monster in the Amazon cart. $475 worth of Elmo Cookie Monster. There we go. 1048 for one cable. Okay, let's order that. Get that done. Proceed to checkout. I need that cable before I go crazy. I'm used to having that third screen, and it's like driving me nuts trying to keep up with everything. Done! We'll be here Friday. Yay! If you think that one of those things over there are too narrow, the dividers, and you think it'd be better just to remove them, that's fine. Okay?
I like.
I mean, if you stay to the right, it's wide and open, you know. But if you go to the left or one of the other paths, you got a little bit more of a, you know, cleaner shot, but it's a narrow shot, so.
I like that idea. There's got to be a trade-off.
Yeah. And I don't want the track to be too super wide. I want people to be forced to actually have to, you know, be careful and watch for each other, and, you know. I mean, we're already making this track flipping huge.
Yeah.
Hard part is one of the things I want to do is do a actual corkscrew spiral. It's going to take some time to make that happen, like, you know, where you're going up or down in a spiral. So you pretty much have
really
to
wide,
drift.
too.
Yeah, it will. But that way you have to actually drift the corners. So it'll be a challenge and a half. So that's going to be one of the more advanced parts of the track. Mike, what's up, buddy? Headed back over to show off the racer. We got some more people in the stream. So after we get done with this 2 million quad to give away, we're going to be giving away another blueprint for the new hover racer, which is... Hello. You going down one more? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about putting, I know you don't want this first part to be too very difficult, but putting 3 valleys right here.
What you mean?
Well, instead of lowering this whole part all the way down the next level, just make 3 lanes that are lowered.
They'd have to be wide though because of the problem with catching.
Hmm. It's not enough room here for it then.
That was the problem I was having. Okay, so this is the racer. I do need to do one thing real quick because that's going to drive my OCD up the wall. That needs to go back. There we go. That looks better. Ah! I got dug out from under. So we're giving away another blueprint for this next. If we get enough people in the raffle, I'll give away a couple blueprints in the same raffle. But this is the new racer. That's weird. Okay, so by setting those to torque, they no longer actually, that is, okay. Advanced, disable torque. Advanced, disable torque. Advanced. Something's not right here.
Not working right?
They're supposed to Alt-D-A and Alt-D cause you to drift, strip left and right, but for some reason they're not. Hold on, let me try something real quick. Advanced, construct rights. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go in here. That's under beta. This one is shipyard. Okay, Chig, I added you to this. Can you try it and see if that works for you? The Alt and A and D? Because it used to work for me. Wait, what is it set as? It's supposed to be a ground construct, not a flying construct. Oh, did not mean to do that. Hello, hold on one second. Let me get out. There we go. And now it's not going up. Is it not working?
No.
Let me try running line and then go back to ground.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, they're not working.
Did the are the fuel tanks leaked?
Yeah, they are. Controls. Let me look. Alt plus A. Alt plus T. Straight left, straight right. Wait a minute. Let me check something. Maybe that's only flight. That's just piloting. It doesn't say ground or flying. Yeah, Alt plus A and Alt plus D is supposed to be straight left and straight right.
Yes.
Mike won the 2 mil. Yay, Mike. And he liked it. Okay, so let's the blueprint giveaway.
Enable torque, maybe?
Yeah, but that. Yeah, let's try that. I'll get the ones on this side. Because it was enabled and it wasn't working. Oh, it's disabled. It's already enabled. Enable. Enable. Advanced. Set smart target. Okay, let's try that. Okay. And it was just working earlier for me. That's the most irritating part.
Redeploy it.
And it worked for linear too. I am so confused right now. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I actually had them disabled. Wait, now it's working for you?
Yeah. Were you holding Alt or just tapping it?
I was holding.
Okay, it's only working in one direction.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. Hold on. Those are. Okay, let's try. Disabling. Okay, hold on. Okay, try it in the other direction.
Yeah, it's stuck straight to
Ah.
right now. Set it down.
Well, this is interesting.
Set it down for a flip it over.
So tags. I didn't figure it out. Ha ha ha.
Oh, what was it?
I said I will figure it out. I don't know.
Oh,
I see it's not working either way for me. Lateral strafe fracture. Okay, so advanced, set engine tags. Let's try setting the engine tags to lateral.
What did the tags do?
They tell the ship how to use the engine.
Hey, Sarah, but you know how to scare the Jesus out of yourself?
Yeah.
When you're flying in towards your hangar and you need to hit C to push yourself down a little bit, and it said you hit B.
That would be a problem.
hmm.
Which hangar were you flying into?
One I have out on the lake.
Okay, because if I say it was mine, that's going to be a very bad thing.
Walked through the house one time and it was pitch black and I'm looking for a light switch and a squeaker slipped out and I didn't realize it and it scared the hell out of me.
Then here, I cannot get the strafing to work, bud. Hello, Tinturon. Tinturnil.
Do we have the material to make a couple of those?
Probably. Okay. Let's try clearing out the tags.
I've never used the tag before.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this crap out. Because they have fuel. And what is this set element skin thing?
That's for when they add different skins for the elements. Like, say you wanted a blue thrust or red thrust or something like that.
Camouflage.
Yeah, we're supposed to get different skins for the different elements at some point.
They even advertise them as rewards for recruiting new players to the game.
Which the recruiter friend, I wish it would work because I would have been golden a long time ago.
Yep, it will find yours. Hello, Linear. Yeah, it is. Let me try this key. Nope. It is just not wanting to work. And that's with a different script entirely. Yeah, this is confusing and irritating. Because they were working, but now they're not working.
But you know, sometimes just being able to log into the game is a feature.
Yeah, they are connected to fuel.
I promise I'm not up to no good.
Who won the 2-0?
Mike. Look, I'm about to send it to him.
That guy is so lucky. He wins all the time.
Yeah, he does. Okay, Mike, you got your 2 mil. What's wrong, Grammy? Arrow 106 is I do not know. I've never had an Arrow 106. Does anybody here know what an Arrow 106 is?
Nope.
Orange Fanta.
Strawberry.
Ooh, man, I went by this place that's local to me today and got myself a seafood combo plate. Shrimp and catfish. I forgot they put a little kick on their fish and seafood. Ooh, man, that was kicking my butt. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. in France, so even JC ain't awake yet. I think the rest of the staff is Canadian.
I'm pretty sure JC's in Quebec.
Ah.
He's been there for a while.
Well, it's 11 o'clock. We can go ahead and call it quits on the track for tonight. We can go back. I can go back to building. Because I'm trying to figure this crap out anyway.
Alright. I'm gonna leave this like this, but tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
Um,
I'm away.
if you hate it, we can knock it all flat, but if you like, yeah, you might like it.
I'm a demented individual. You'd be surprised at how much I like. So, yeah, we'll have to.
Server error.
You're talking about smoothing this out to a ramp?
Yes.
Yeah, it would definitely have to be smoothed out to a ramp, but yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. Getting internal server errors now. But yeah, this could absolutely be smoothed out to a ramp.
That would definitely be fun coming off that cliff, you know?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Come off the cliff, drop, hit, and go.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Might have to do a little bit of fill here to smooth it out to a ramp. I don't know. Thought maybe that could be fun.
Too much. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think I've already in there, actually.
Maybe how I reverse mining. Oh, putting dirt back down?
Alt.
2 steps. One, when you're in your inventory, you see this little button right here? Keep non-precious ores. You have to click that button so it picks up the ore that you're messing with. Or the ground that's the dirt and stuff, okay? And then once you've done that and you have some in your inventory, you can press and hold the Alt key. The little dig tool will turn blue, and when you click, it'll add dirt.
You know, I wish there was a HUD that was specifically designed for racing. I mean, I saw the racer HUD that Daz was using, but it don't have any GUI or nothing.
Yeah, 10. Whenever you're doing anything in this game, if you want to undo it, it's typically Alt. Alt plus what you did before.
Except for Taylor for me.
Yeah. No, Gravity. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I like the way that looks just from the drop. Big drop.
Mm-hmm.
And if we could slope it all the way up to the next territory.
Yeah. That'd be a hell of a little drop and then back up.
Yeah. You have to be careful not to bump their head on the ceiling.
Yep. Backspace, and then once you backspace, if you want to redo what you just undid, it's equal sign. Right next to backspace. Does that one work? Lanier?
Huh? Sorry?
Does this one work?
Yeah. It's a carbon copy of yours. I put fuel in it.
Okay, why does the strafe and this would work, but the strafe not work in mine?
I don't know.
Let's pull it up and redeploy it.
This one will have to. Now it's working.
So much time's left on my wrap.
I had 20 minutes to start off with.
Oh, you started another one?
Yeah, for another blueprint.
Ah.
I reckon it did. No.
So if you put a hover facing directly sideways and you got close to the wall, it would repel you from the wall, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't go in reverse. I think I'm just having issues tonight.
Relog. See, maybe that's your problem.
Ah, we almost just got a wreck. Might come tearing down the racetrack.
Oh no. I saw that.
That didn't work. He meant to do that, ladies and gentlemen. He meant to do that. That was on purpose. Completely on purpose. He was just testing the durability of it. Yeah, that's it.
I'm testing the durability of the snow in the racetrack.
So you gonna let him call you a lady?
What?
Wouldn't be
what?
the worst thing.
He
Wouldn't be
said
the worst
ladies
thing
and
I'll call
gentlemen,
them.
so I just assumed.
I've known Sir for 20 years. It definitely wouldn't be the worst thing I've ever called him.
Yeah, you fart knocker. I'd say worse things, but we're on stream.
Trust the old senior citizen. Oh wait, I'm older than you.
Are you older than me, or are you the same age?
I think I'm like a couple months older than you. I was born in January.
Of what year?
80.
Yep. I was born the end of 80. Let me log out and log back in and try this crap out again. Oh, the raffle's up. Linear?
Roll again.
Roger that. Wolfpack.
Come get your hover racer.
Oh, he gets a tokenized one?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Nice.
Don't worry, Warren. There'll be another one. There's always another one. You should know that about my stream by now. There's always a giveaway. Yeah. There it is. I'm giving away multiple Hover Racer blueprints tonight. Please build, have fun, and get them ready and get used to flying them because we're going to be racing them.
Oh, tomorrow in this house is not going to be good.
Why's that?
We got Chinese food for dinner. This house is not going to be a fun place to be tomorrow.
Making me want Chinese food now.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a while.
Then here, put your coordinates in chat so they know where to come get it.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason I can't go in reverse. Crap, that's stuck. It's stuck.
Is it just me or did they remove all the little buttons at the bottom of the map?
No, no, no.
You know, like the little four buttons that were next to create bookmarks.
Now my brakes aren't working. Something is
No,
not right.
they're still there for me.
Yeah, same here.
See, I don't have that anymore at the bottom of mine. Where's my phone? Mike probably has like a hangar with like 40 or 50 different ships in it.
Remember, that ship goes to... who did it say? Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is actually going to be a lot of fun when it gets done.
This tokenized ship is one of the things you have to come before the stream's over and get it.
Yep, yep.
You don't come get it, we give it away.
Better come get mine then.
You got a blueprint.
Yeah. I'll forget about it though.
I've got a core. I can just turn. I've got a core off of that. I can just turn out more blueprints with.
Oh, okay. Well, give him one of the blueprints then. Did you notice in the parts container I put all the parts for my capital? It's a little bit full.
Probably need to stick some more cans on it or something.
I can't. It's 10 extra large containers.
We'll have to stick some jumbo cans on it then. Or expanded or whatever they are.
Gotta get rid of some of this soil that's in there from where I was digging. It doesn't help a whole lot. Got a lot of galvanized black aluminum back from that ship. The castle, Smokey. We're up north of the castle. Linear, you want to take that one up to the castle?
Say what?
You want to take that one up to the castle?
Sorry, Scarlet was talking.
Hey.
Are you heading up to the castle?
Yeah, I'm gonna head up to the castle. Let's take that one up to the castle. Chig, thank you for the help tonight, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna leave you on that.
Actually, Chip. Where are you at, Chip?
I'm at the entrance here. Just
There you
moving.
For the help, you can grab this one. I'll make you lower down.
Sweet, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep working on this with you. I kind of like doing this kind of stuff.
Awesome.
There's a reason why I trained at Terraform.
Maybe I should incorporate my landing strip as the first part of the racetrack and tie that in.
Awesome, thank you for you.
Actually, you know what, dude? If you could actually drive it directly under where the factory is, we could actually do like a stadium / start line up there.
True.
So there's lots of room. There's that sub basement. We don't use it for anything.
So now that we're in a place with light, this is the new hover racer.
That would give us a reason to use that sub basement or something.
Yeah. Hey, and here we go. I will put the coordinates in for where we are. This is in chat. That is the coordinates. We are roughly 50 kilometers north of the districts. There's the districts. There's us. I'm actually perfectly north of the thingamabob, the ship, the arc ship, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah. So, easy to find. Look for the glowing red AGG pad. You'll be able to find it that way. So what you think about the ship, Linear, overall?
I like it.
I can make a flying version of it.
Yeah. That's cool.
It looks angry.
Raging Red Racer.
I was trying to figure out a name for it. Oh, it's in the Viper series. I could always call it the Pit Viper. You know, racing pit racing.
There you go.
What about the Diamond Guy?
That name is reserved for another another concept I have.
Call it the Pit Viper.
That's what you said.
It's a racer. Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense considering that it's a racer.
Now the front end of it was actually designed to look like a snake head. Before you give out blueprints, you might want to make another one, new one with a name on it. Oh, Warren, I just saw that, dude. I was going for some kind of snake name, because it's part of the Viper series.
Honestly, I'm lazy. And what are we out of? It says we're out.
Tunnel Viper.
That's the name of the medium ship. The Cobra. That's the medium core, the Cobra.
Oh, vertical light access. Ah. You're gonna have to put your vertical.
No,
you're gonna have to put
pull
your
him off the Spectre Mark II over here. Not the Viper, other direction. Don't take him off that, the one in the corner with the blue.
Okay. I was just gonna rip the two off the front of your ship.
Need 4 of them.
I've already got two. I just
Ah,
need
okay. Cup of Sonora?
Here. I'm just gonna pull them off this ship because I can't pull them off the other ship.
How about
Put 'em back.
Sidewinder?
We'll put them back in the middle.
Sidewinder's a desert snake that side to side.
Mm-hmm.
Mark it.
The ship series got its part of the reason why I went with the red and black is there's actually a red and black Viper. That was where between that and the Dodge Viper where the original design concepts came from. You took my lights, fool.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go buy. I just bought 200 more, so I'm gonna go pick those up.
Okay.
He's on his way to get that ship, so I didn't want him to get one without lights. We can put your lights back.
I see how it is, fool. Okay, fool.
I need to go up to the space station at some point and bring out a bunch more lights. We're making them up at least Nova's making them at the space station. I believe so.
So I cannot find any pictures of the Sonora. Yeah, I cannot find anything on that snake. Yeah, I'm Googling it and I can't find anything on it. Good night, Tim. Oh, it'd help if I actually spelt it right.
We're just poor country folk. We don't know how to spell fancy words.
Yeah, that was what I was just looking at. It lost its eyes. It's not as mean anymore.
You know, for your next ship line, I vote you name it after cat, like cats, like leopard, you know, tiger, panther,
Cheetah,
cheetah.
Dingle.
You could have
Lynx.
the racer of the line called the cheetah.
So what do I call the warp shuttle? The house cat? Flying snake.
should call it the combo.
Can you see your ring on the smooth tail? Mine disappeared. Huh?
Huh?
Smokey, I'm confused. What you talking about? Oh, the ring on the smooth tool? That? Yeah. It'd be there, yo. Or you mean in build mode? Oh, that happens sometimes. Yeah, I end up having to relog and relog back.
So,
Relog and it fixes it typically. Yeah, I was using that a second. Hold on. See? It's there. Now try, if you're like working on a structure and it's not there, move your mouse to another structure which forces it to become red. And then move back. And that'll help it pop up sometimes. Wait, you mean this one? Yeah, that's this. Okay, yeah, that's this right here. That's the red. Hey, Myth. See?
I'm at the market. Do you need anything else before?
Bottle of whiskey and a blowjob.
You might have to hunt for somebody else to do it. I don't want to do that.
Ah.
what you got against whiskey?
Whiskey I can do. It's the other thing I'm not wanting to do that.
I didn't
don't
say
get
you
paid
had
it.
to do it, but you could provide somebody that would provide the service. No.
I was fixing to say you don't pay me enough for that shit, sir.
You could be that third party, you know. You connect the dots. Okay, Wolfpack, just copy the coordinates. Open, hit chat. Open your chat, and then paste them into chat. In game. Actually, hold on.
He just lock you if you want to have magic.
What's your name in game? Oh, that's. Oh, you can create custom channels now.
So, do I need to pick up anything else while I'm at the market? Or
Not that I'm aware of. What's your name in game, Wolf? Oh, Wolfie. 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 Mnemonic. There you go. I sent you a request, Wolf. Accept that, then lock onto me and come here. How's that? I fix it. I should probably tear apart this pod racer too. It really is crap.
I thought it was a cool looking little ship though.
Oh, we'll see who gets the next blueprint. Linear?
Roll it again.
Mike? Has Mike
God
already
damn
won
it.
twice?
I swear, he's like the luckiest son of a bitch.
Has he already won twice? Has he already won
Uh,
twice tonight?
he won 2 mil. I know that. I don't know what else he's won.
Okay. If he won 2 mil, then he's done. If he won 2 mil, he's fine. If he won 2 things, okay, then that's your last one. Okay, Mike, that's your drink limit for the night, buddy. Okay. We're gonna do one more, and this one will be tokenized. Dark Moon Beta, because it is 11:30. Oh, people are already in it.
Dude, I still want to do the white plane control. Is it just me, or does the music in this game just remind you of Tron too?
I don't know. I never listened to it. It's turned off for me.
Usually listening to something else while playing this.
I reloaded my machine, so I have music again. I forgot how good the soundtrack for this game actually is. Whoever their audio engineer was did a fantastic job.
Probably just bought assets.
Probably.
I don't remember who it was. One of the GMs was telling me that the soundtrack for this was custom built for the game. They hired like an audio engineer to actually do the soundtrack. Which wouldn't be too hard. I mean, if you had somebody that had a lot of skill, like say somebody like Daft Punk or somebody like that, they could probably whip out a soundtrack like this. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe a
Maybe more like 12. Yeah, I like that one. Pretty legendary.
You just pop an FL Studio and start laying it out. It'll come together pretty fast. Some good filters.
Now I got my brain in build mode. Dang it.
Alright. The excess lights are in the can. Yeah, those little pocket, those little racers are cheap. They don't cost hardly anything. Those are just standard engine lights.
Huh. They're advanced.
This one's for wolves, right? So, yeah, some light.
Mike's getting a blue. Oh, wait, you're giving him a token? I thought it was a blueprint.
Blueprint, yeah, that's right. And then the next one's a token.
Yeah.
I like that shape. I've got enough channel points I could literally drone search.
No comment. No comment.
I keep hoping you get one of those little channel boost things at the top of your stream one of these days.
What train?
I see some of the other streamers, they have the little in their channel rewards, they have like a boost where they boost their channel.
Oh.
I don't know what it does. I guess it, like, if you get boosted, you get featured on the front of Twitch or something like
I
that.
think you have to be a partner for that. Which would explain a lot, because I'm a long ways off from a partner. And I'm sitting here looking at the string and ignoring chat. I need to. What's up, my friend?
How many subscribers you up to now? Or member, not subscribers, but you know what I mean.
Followers?
Followers. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I have to look. Hold on.
You have to be pretty close to 400 or 500 at this point.
Let's see. $387.
You should do some YouTube videos, man.
I have two disadvantages going my way. One, I do not have boobs.
You have boobs, just not the kind that people want to see.
Okay, smart ass. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There we go.
But honestly, dude, I've been saying it for a while. I think you do really well on YouTube. If you did some good build videos and some tutorials and stuff, I think you'd actually do it really well.
Some voxel bobs using for the thumbnail.
Especially if you went into line tool, because that's one area that a lot of people really haven't covered that heavily, and you seem to have a pretty damn good understanding.
The line tool. Move this out of the way. I was thinking about doing some tutorial videos, but right now I just don't have the time to. I barely make it on at night long in time to stream.
Well, the good thing about like videos, they're all offline static content. You do like bits and pieces of it here and there. They
Yeah.
don't even have to be a one solid stream. Honestly, you could even, as long as you're capturing the video from your live streams, you could even do it in a live stream format and then edit it back into a coherent video. You know what I mean? Just use the footage.
Where do I want to take this? I don't know. I've been having fun. I hadn't thought about too much where I want to take it.
To the moon. Ooh, that would be fun. Do a basically kind of like a hover race course, but use vertical boosters on the moon.
Well, that would be interesting.
Because it would perform completely different. Build a hovercraft for the moon. So I'd be curious how it would fly.
Yeah.
Is there some moons that have some gravity?
I don't know. I've never looked into that much.
I would think you'd have to have engines
You'd have to use
pushing
space
you down. Yeah,
Yeah, you do have to have directional space engines.
right.
I thought there was a couple moons that have some gravity. Palomay Moon 3 has 0.09. That's not enough. Felly's Moon has 0.11. Oh. Alioth Moon 1 has 0.24. So that isn't that bad, actually. None of the moons around Alioth really are all that bad. They're 0.24, so they have some gravity. It'd be almost like running on Ion. It would be pretty freaking close. Not exactly, but it'd be kind of close.
Oh, I just screwed up.
That surprises you?
That's a
Ah,
regular
crap.
day MDU for me.
I used the wrong materials.
Yeah, if you're gonna do moon race, like a race course on a moon, one of Alioth's moons would probably be your best option because it's 0.24. gravity.
There
which
we go.
is not that much different than being on the island. It's enough gravity that would probably keep you from flying off the planet.
Yeah.
Find one of the big craters on a moon and just take the entire moon, the entire crater.
Yep. Dang it. Now I'm enjoying the way this flat part area is looking.
Are you gonna build another racer?
I don't know, I was playing with shapes. Now my brain's working. It's like, ooh, hey, look at that.
I like this.
That flat section?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just copied and pasted it over here.
Yeah, throw that up on the wall. So I've actually got
That
an
looks
idea.
like it was highly Googleable information.
What?
The chat.
What is that?
Core sizes.
Okay. You know, just for lulz, I may pull that hover car frame that you got up there. I may pull that down and see if throw space engines and shit on it, vertical boosters, and just see how it would run on there.
Ah.
Oh, I don't have to build a new frame for it. I can just throw that down in like 2 seconds, throw some engines on it, and see how it works.
Okay, right now I'm gonna take this, put this on the wall.
You know, every time I see you make something like an interesting shape or something, I look at it and I'm like, I got an idea for that. I got another idea for that. So, is there an actual pattern to the core sizes? Or like,
What?
are they a direct multiple of each other?
Okay, there is one thing that irritates the living crap out of me about core sizes. And you can see it in the small core. Hold on.
How they're off by one?
Build grid.
Where is it? This.
Mm.
This corner right here. That irritates me. And it's every corner but one. One corner is perfect. And the other three are jacked up. Why couldn't they just pop it out one in that direction? And one in that direction? And make it even?
Yeah, that'd be a JC question. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be like,
Hey,
what?
Smokey! Smokey's last winner for the night.
I think if we ever have another Q&A, that is a question that I'm gonna ask. Why?
Why are the cores uneven? You're driving me up the wall. My OCD can't handle it. It's like, why
But,
you do these things to me?
So are the cores actually an exact multiple of each other?
I think so.
So I wonder how big an XL core would actually be.
Extra small, Smokey. So 17.5, 15.75, 64, 63.
Times 6 maybe?
So it goes, Lord have mercy.
It'll be freaking huge.
Yeah,
So let's just call it that.
it will.
And the largest core size is like 500 something. That was right. Yeah, 512. So they are multiples of 64 or 16 actually. Yeah.
Thank you, bud.
No worries.
Okay, so I will be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night when I get back, let me put my damn lights back on here. You Bart Docker, you. Hey, there's none in the box. Oh, you got them claimed for the... Tomorrow night I'll be back working on the track, doing some more building, but predominantly doing more building tomorrow night. I got some ideas I'm going to try. I got some ships I got to build, a couple small cores we got to get done, get the showroom built back up since we just retired a bunch of ships. So this one will be available at the showroom after tomorrow. I got to get this... I've got to get the switchblade back over there. That's a hover. Yeah! I got enough oomph to make me go up. Well, that was bad. Come down hard before that landed. Let's get back home now and repair it, because I was an idiot. I'm actually still going up too, that's the messed up part. Now the real question is, what did I blow up? Okay. This thing has a lot of brakes. It should be stopping. Yeah, it's just not stopping. That is one thing I really wish they would fix. So tomorrow I will be between here and the spaceport again. I'll have blueprints pre-set up back at the spaceport. Hopefully I'll get a response on my ticket by tomorrow, so I can actually have some quanta back in my wallet again. That's the only problem with game developing. You never know what's going to flip and happen. It's always something crazy. There we go. Okay, so we got to see some booms. Yeah, Grabby. This thing has 8, 9 medium brakes, plus 10 small brakes. Oh, Smokey said, can you give Mnemonic his for him? Linear?
Say what? Sorry.
Smokey said when Mnemonic gets here for his, can you give give him Smokey's?
So give him a tokenized one, or what?
Actually, I think that means he gets 2 of them.
So I need to make another tokenized one.
One more, yeah. I got
Okay.
2 of them to give away.
I was paying attention to other shit. Dude.
No, no
Let
problem.
me go link where I can.
Okay, y'all. It is midnight. So we're going to do a lovely little raid on a new streamer called Play the Planet. Let's go over, show him some love. If you're coming to pick up some stuff, meet Linear at the castle. He's placing down the ships for you.
He's trying to raise money for his dog's cancer treatment too, so I think that's kind of cool.
Let's go do a raid on Play the Planet and show him some love and say hi. Y'all have a great night. Follow me on this raid. And I will see you all tomorrow night. There we go. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the follow button. I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all have a great night.